Yeah, we can talk about Akiba Maid Wars, even though I made a lot of videos about this when this anime was airing and even made like a final review. So yeah, I have talked about this a lot, but let's talk about it again though. Hey, now the one thing I really liked about this anime is the concept and the ideas of basically a maid calf, which we know in real life that they have over there. But you have maid calves that are basically in the mafia, and you have all these different mafia like heads and all that of each company. So that was one thing that was like really dope about this series, is that you have basically these maid cafes are basically a front for these people in the maid mafia, and that's where you have somebody that's at top making all the money from all the maids, and it was just fascinating. But the story was also really good because you have this girl right here. She came here thinking that she's going to a genuine, just like maid calf. She's always liked them growing up. But then when she gets here, she realized, oh, this is not the world that I thought I was getting into. And she notices a lot of other stuff because in this maid cafe, they have guns. They have everything. And just know if you cross them, you're going to get popped. And there's a lot of fighting in here that we see early on, especially the first episode when we see her. But even throughout like the whole show, we see stuff happen, especially because the cafe they run is like they're at the bottom tier. And like there something always happens each episode that like they have to like get through. Another thing that I really loved was like during like the in-game portion of the show, we got a lot of connections to certain characters, especially like when it comes to her. We find out like why exactly she went to prison. We know like exactly like the one maid person she was working under that was like the head maid got taken out by this one girl. But then we basically found out who that girl was. I'm not gonna spoil who it was, but just know the person maybe might be on here, maybe not. But then we also find out like the connection that she has with the one boss mafia maid girl that's all the way at top and she's running all the maid stuff. Also, when it comes to her, she had to have some character growth because one, she had her one friend that was working at the other maid thing get taken out, and you saw that she really hated like all the war and all that. She didn't want that because she's like, yo, we should just be maids and enjoying this, not having to always be scared and thinking that something's gonna happen, be all tough because that was like the thing because she really did not want to do any of that, and like majority of them really didn't because it was just like, why are y'all in this and like taking people out like that? By the end of the anime, it does kind of change though. Also, this anime had an amazing soundtrack, and the opening was fire too with all the visuals and even the songs. That was one thing I really liked too. But I enjoyed all the characters. All the characters here were all unique. Hey, the boss over there, she ain't shit though. That's all I'm gonna say about her. She ain't shit most of the time. If you want to watch Akiba Maid World, it's on High Dive, or you know, hop on a pirate ship, watch it that way too, though. If you haven't seen this, why not check it out? If you have, let me know in the comments, because I know a lot of y'all, especially when this was airing, we were talking about this, because you know, I made so many damn videos about this, because I really rocked with this show heavily, though. But if you've not seen this, please check it out. It's a really dope anime with us, especially with a dope concept with basically Maid Mafia.